let's see about next. Let's see about the reporting and key analytics and timely follow-up for what we have to do as a document controller. Document controller role, as I keep telling, plays a very important role in record management on any given project. Okay, it is the data and the record where we are the custodians of the documents and the data of the project. Every document, every data records pass through our eyes, and we are the custodian and the gatekeeper of the records. So we have to maintain this data, and on a time to time basis, it's our responsibility to report and make timely follow-up with the various project participants. Okay, what are the types of report which we make? If we generate on a weekly basis, we generate monthly basis. Okay, so there are I can give you a few examples over here. Like this is we can automate and generate such reportings where we get to see the numbers based on document types. Okay, how many document types are still pending under review? Okay, how many we have given the approval, or how many are rejected, or how many we have received just for information purpose. So that summarizes your entire document register. Okay, what you are managing. Okay, similarly you can prepare another type of analytics which I call as a age analysis. This is, you can generate based on the under review pending documents which are under review. You can track them based on the reviewer's name, who under whose name how many documents are pending, and it is delayed by how many days. This is what I call about the age analysis. We are, as a document controller, and as per the contractual obligation, we are obligated to send the review reply the documents within, let's say for example, 14 stipulated days. So even after completing this 14 stipulated days, obligated days, if the document is not getting replied and sent back to the contractor, we have to track this overdue items. Okay, long pending items, and we can prepare a overdue age analysis that over and above those 14 days plus how many documents are overdue by 1 to 5 days, or 6 to 10 days, or 11 to 20 days, or more than 21 days. So these are some of the standard age analysis report which I suggest can help you in analyzing and help you in following up with the concerned person. All right, and it also will help the relevant head of the department to monitor the performance of their of the reviewer under their department, and follow up with them and chase and expedite the long pending items. Okay, again, another type of example, we can create a drawing approval status. Okay, purely for related to the design department, we can create a drawing approval status based on the discipline. How many we have approved, how many given, revised, resubmit, rejected kind of scenario, or how many it's still pending under review. Okay, so these are various kind of reportings and key analytics we have to generate on any given construction project based on what document and data we manage. All right, not the least, actually, a tip from my side: Excel formulas and Power BI dashboard. I would advise that every document controller has to take extra keen interest in upgrading your skills in Excel and or Power BI dashboards, so that it will make your reporting task easier, and you can avoid manual repetitive task of report generation. Okay, let's another key information here. Above report numbers are sample data. Based on the sample data, and it is depicted only for demo and representational purpose only. All right, Another key analytics figure we can see is based on the age analysis report what we can generate such charts how we are performing based on the age analysis, how many documents were reviewed within the due date, okay, 70%, how many were overdue over and above the contractual obligated days, overdue by 1 to 5 days, between 6 to 10 days and 11 to 20 days. And so that's how we can perform various key analytics and generate age analysis charts based on our data what we are already managing. So that's these types of reporting enhances your role as a document controller. Okay, that's very important. You have to generate that this kind of report will make you stand out and shine if you come up with such analytical reports on a time to time basis, and um and expedite the long pending items, show the analytics so that the head of the department can check out the performance of their the reviewers within their department and try to expedite the review and approval cycle. Okay, few more samples. Again, these are samples based on the Power BI dashboards reporting you can generate. You can automate and generate such visually pleasing dashboards where it is through Power BI it is already automated and your reports get generated every time and again whenever you want. It's just you have to refresh the data and your report is ready. So through Power BI reporting tool, you save a lot of man hours in generating all those manual reports and manual static report. Okay, so this Power BI tool is really the in thing in reporting and data visualizing world. Okay, I would say that presently it's the number one reporting tool, dashboard visualization tool. Okay, and it's widely being used for such data analysis on any industry. I would say that it is not only limited to construction industry. Power BI is being used by every segment and every vertical industry worldwide. Okay.